a
Jack, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say that's a really clever combination of things to put inside.
Well, it's so wonderful that you don't only have to use it for sweets,
Right.
that you can do, you know, meals in it also.
You
Yeah.
sure can, and
Well,
you can do appetizers as well.
You know,
Oh,
people have baked bread in it and filled it with cheese.
Oh, yeah.
I have
And-
baked bread in mine also.
Yep. Cornbread and filled it with whatever, like I
Chili.
said, salsa or chili.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make a cornbread filled with chili. How about that?
Oh, I never thought of that.
Oh,
That's a good idea.
It is very good.
Well, I appreciate you calling, Kathleen. Keep on using your culinary
I
surprise.
sure will, and I do want to thank Jackie. She'll never, ever remember this, but I couldn't believe that she phoned me back. The very first time, and I'm guessing it was about 2 years ago, that you presented this, I purchased it immediately. When I got it, like 6 days later, I wanted to make an angel food with strawberries, and I thought, oh, Lord, it's going to overflow. I didn't know what to do. So I called the toll-free number that came in with the cake molds, and I couldn't believe it. Within 20 minutes, Jackie called my home and told me,
She's good people.
yeah, to take two cups of the angel food, toss it out so that the pans would not overflow, and it was absolutely wonderful.
Oh,
Right.
Kathleen,
Rather than fooling around with the great big tube angel food pan.
Yeah. Well, Kathleen, thanks for calling and letting us know how much you like it.
Well, thank you, Bob, and thank you, Jackie.
Bye-bye now.
you're
Bye-bye.
welcome. Bye-bye.
$24.38. You get 2 pans plus the guide with a lot of suggested recipes on the inside. And all of these wonderful ideas are just whatever can come out of your mind. Whatever Jackie wants to make that day, she makes in her surprise inside mold.
There you go.
Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Jackie.
Bob.
I've
not met before,
Because I think I have seen your wonderful product once before. I've never
Thank
met you.
you.
Well, you're here from Culinary.
Yes,
Yes,
I
I
am.
love that name because
Thank you.
it's very unique and culinary in the kitchen. But Jackie brings to us a great way to make creations, and it doesn't have to be desserts. We have a lot of desserts showing, but it can also be, as you can see down there in the front, other ideas. You can create foods, serve two foods together that are so complementary in one attractive, delicious slice all together, and you will be your own gourmet. You will be the talk of the parties wherever you go with what you will make with this awesome inside fold food mold surprise. 25, I can't say any words this morning. $24.38. Thank you very much is the price there. Jackie, tell us exactly how this works.
Well, I'll tell you what we do is we manage to create a hollow inside our cake, and what I'll do is serve up this gorgeous ice cream cake for you. So that I can show you
That would be wonderful.
just what we mean by surprise inside.
Oh, my
Keep your eyes on
gosh.
this.
That is so wonderful. Now, is there ice cream inside
There's
of there?
ice cream inside
you can
with
make ice cream
cherries
cake.
and chocolate chips, and we have a wonderful, wonderful fudge and cherry swirled cake
That looks
there.
great. That would delight any child for a birthday. So instead of having run off to one of those famous, cake makers for the ice cream cakes, now you can do it yourself. That
You
is
can
such a
do
great
it yourself.
idea.
Thank
I know.
you.
Do it yourself, and this is an easy thing to do, correct?
Oh, it's extremely
Where
simple.
are our pans? Show us our pans.
Well, our pans
we
are
can
over here.
just know
and,
how we do it.
Okay. The way that they work is, well, we actually have
There we
some
go.
footage
Thank you.
right here. What we do is we just pour the batter in. We use nonstick cooking spray and our fingertips to make sure we get all our surfaces well coated. We bake it. We flip it over. You can see this actually drop right out of there.
Wow.
And then we have this wonderful tunnel. In this case, we're filling it with glazed fresh strawberries.
Oh, strawberry shortcake is so
Oh,
wonderful
yes,
for summer, right?
We call this our strawberry shortcut cake because it's so simple.
It does. It looks very simple, and there you have all that wonderful surprise inside. You know, if you have these at home and you use them, please call in. Our testimonial line is open, 1-800-395-1601. We'd love to hear from you. Okay, and I know you want to show us all your other surprises. Can I taste something?
Oh, you
I would
certainly
love
may.
to.
Please.
Show us all the other ideas, and there is an idea book that comes with this,
Yes,
by the
there
way,
is.
from
It
you.
has some recipes. It has ideas for shells, ideas for filling. And this is not just about desserts. It's also about main dishes. You can do pastas. You can do rice dishes. And We have
I
along
love
the
that
front
down in
here,
the
we
front.
have lots of wonderful serving options.
Well, you
Includes-
mentioned like meatloaf and mashed potatoes.
Absolutely.
Because this is all about the complementary items, as you mentioned,
Yes.
that go together.
They go together, our favorite foods. We can
Ah.
add them together in one gorgeous slice. And again, there's a surprise inside every
Surprise
slice.
inside. I love this surprise. This is a surprise that works for me.
Thank you.
Mmm.
Let
Now,
me slice this next one,
Please
and
do.
We'll see what we have in here.
they make a nice sized cake as well.
Oh yes, they're very tall, and we use
Yeah,
just
very
one
substantial.
cake mix. Okay.
That's all
That's
you needed
all
to use
you
is
need.
one?
That's all
Wait,
you
now
need.
this looks like a little St. Patrick's Day surprise.
Isn't this gorgeous?
Wow.
Here we have fudge ganache with marshmallows
Oh my
inside,
gosh.
and this is a spearmint flavored cake.
Really?
How lovely! Yes.
That, well, you know what? If you're wondering about all these ideas, here's your book right here. So you'll be able to see and get some great ideas and recipes. And you know what? This is the type of thing that it can be ideas that you get here, ideas that you get from somebody else, or this is where you can let your imagination run wild.
You really can.
And you can
What
get
are-
very, very creative.
What are your favorite foods? Like, for example, the cake we're focused on now is what we call our dream cake. It has orange sherbet with vanilla ice cream
Oh.
inside, like those wonderful ice cream novelties,
Mm-hmm.
inside an orange-flavored cake.
So
How
it's
much
those
fun
things,
is that?
I know. It's those things that go together, those perfect bites that you create. You know, from you have to put your fork in several different things. Now you put your fork through just one sweep, and you get that perfect bite with all those things complementary together. Let's see.
Absolutely.
In a moment, we're seeing how easy it is. In a moment, we're going to say hi to Marcia, but tell us about this. This just comes out one, two, three.
Watch this. This is actual footage. We took it in one take. It just flops out of there. You
Oh
get
my
this
God.
wonderful tunnel. Just fill both of your tunnels, and then stack them face to face, one upside down on top of the other, just like so.
Imagine being able to take that to a picnic
Oh,
or
yeah.
a 4th of July
Oh, yeah.
party for this coming holiday season.
Always a hit.
You will be absolutely a hit. There's no doubt about it. Both of the food molds come with a little idea book, so you're all set to go. Let's say hi to Marcia, who's calling this morning from Ohio. Good morning, Marcia. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine. How are you?
Great. And say hi to Jackie.
Hi, Jackie.
Hi, Marcia, a fellow Ohioan. How are you?
I'm fine. You are right. You are the hit when you do bring something like this.
Oh, tell
I'll
us
tell you
about
what
it.
I made. I made a carrot cake, and then I took a can of the apples that you put in apple pie, and I added a little more cinnamon and sugar.
Oh,
I put that on one side, and on the other side I put cream cheese icing,
Oh,
and
So
then
you
put them
mixed and
together.
matched.
so
Two
you
different
made,
sides.
she made like an apple pie inside her
Yeah.
ice cake.
Absolutely.
What a
With
wonderful
cream
idea.
cheese icing.
That is
Oh,
awesome.
that sounds so good, Marcia.
And then for my grandson's birthday last year, I made a chocolate cake and put vanilla ice cream on both sides, and then made him an ice cream cake. Because you know those ones you buy
I know.
are
And
very expensive, and they don't taste as good.
They're
thank you
expensive,
very much. They are.
and they melt immediately when
Yeah.
you take them out of the freezer.
Before you even get home
Our
sometimes.
cakes are self-insulating because cake is a wonderful insulator for ice cream. It keeps it frozen.
That's a very good point.
This is the best thing I've ever had. Everybody, whenever I make one of these, people say, "Where did you get these?"
I'm sure. And now I'm sure you get requests now, Marcia.
Right.
Will you make
right.
that special cake again? Well, thank you so much for joining us. We're glad that you've had so much
You're
enjoyment
welcome.
with them.
I like to watch this because I get more ideas.
That's
Oh,
true, I know.
That's
Jackie
what we're
has
all
made
about.
so many great ideas here.
Well, thank you for letting me talk, too.
Pleasure.
Thank you, Marcia.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Over 90,000 of these have been ordered here on QVC. They are very popular. You will be very popular when you're able to show up with a creation that's so one of a kind, that's so uniquely yours, and it's something that no one else is bringing to the party, that's for sure. So whether it's just for around the house, just for one night at dinner for the family, or it's a special occasion, this is going to give you the ability to make something, put two complementary foods together. The molds are very unique. You do your two separate pieces in each pan and then put them together and put your special surprise in the inside. It's $24.38 for the two, plus the idea book, K86062. Jackie, thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so
being
much,
here. It was a
Margo.
pleasure. Well, Leah Williams is here.
Nice to have you here. Say hello to Jackie Diaz. who is here with a surprise inside Colonique molds. These are really slick little ideas. This is the mold right here. You get 2 of these molds, and what you can make with these molds is remarkable. K86062 is the item number. They're $24.38 for 2 of these molds, plus a cook booklet that'll give you all kinds of ideas. Now, why do you need ideas? Well, let Jackie tell us all about it. Jackie, what started you thinking about making something like this?
Well, to be honest with you, I was served an ice cream cake when they first came to market, and my birthday's in June 6th, this Friday, or Thursday, by the way.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. And it was a soupy mess, and I'm like, what's wrong with this picture? If they would have put ice cream inside cake, then the cake would act as an insulator and actually keep the ice cream frozen, which it does.
So it was an ice cream cake that started you off thinking about
Absolutely.
this. Now watch what you can do. In other words, take a look at this one right here. We cut this one open so you can see what's on the inside.
We
Look
call
at
that our Holstein mousse.
That is vanilla mousse and chocolate mousse inside a vanilla and chocolate cake.
There
now,
you
how do
go.
you get that? And that little section goes all the way through the cake. Now, let's show you a videotape to show you how you get those things inside. You just make a regular cake, right?
Yeah, you just use 1 box mix between your 2 molds. Here I am. I always use a nonstick cooking spray to prep them, and I have to use my fingertips to make sure all my interior surfaces are very slippery. Here I've baked it. I'm unmolding it, and this is going to drop right out of there. That was shot in 1 take. I'm filling it with fresh glazed strawberries. We put just enough glaze on them to coat them and make them sticky, but no excess. And then you just stack them face to face like so and hit them with some whipped cream.
Or some icing, whatever you want to do.
Absolutely.
And look what's inside.
Isn't that lovely?
Isn't that a clever idea? Why don't we cut some of these cakes you have here?
Okay, great.
You've been very, very active.
I'll tell you, I'm always a busy gal. This particular cake has none other than just plain old grape Jell-O inside. Now, take a look at that.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Grape Jell-O in a cake. You never thought you could do that, but that's grape Jell-O in a cake.
That's all it is, and if somebody'd like to come up and
Oh, you passing out?
sample some, that would be just fine as well.
Well, I think they want you to cut this one.
Oh, well, now I'm from Ohio. Can you tell? This is my Buckeye cake.
There's a Buckeye cake.
And this has none other than peanut butter mousse inside it.
My
Oh.
friend Jeff Williams is a big Buckeye fan.
Oh,
He loves Buckeyes. Oh,
look how beautiful that is.
look at that.
How cool is that, huh?
That's peanut butter on the inside there?
It sure is. Peanut butter mousse.
All right. Somebody's got to do this, folks. Caramel on top, peanut butter mousse. Oh, my goodness.
Is that lovely?
The mousse is but
Well,
when
thank
it's
you.
inside the cake,
Uh-huh.
it's still frozen solid.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
when you put it inside, it doesn't melt.
There we go.
All right, let's cut this one open. What's that?
Well, this is actually a chocolate baked Alaska.
Really?
Yes.
What's Paul going to say now? Chocolate baked Oh! Look at that surprise inside.
Isn't that nice?
Gee, I just happen to have a fork here.
You just happened to, huh?
Oh, my goodness.
Is that good or what?
You know, it's so surprising just to take the bite. Did you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
usually you have a bite of cake and a bite of ice cream or something like that. It's not.
What about friends?
I only have one fork. I'm sorry.
What about friends?
I only have one fork. It's unsanitary.
Okay, I'll take the whole cake. No.
Oh, there you go.
Here, Paul. Try that.
Thank you.
All right. Now, look, it's not just for cakes. Look what she's done here. Let me show these two here.
Oh, yes, this is pasta.
Actually, she molded pasta in one half of it, and
Just
then she
using one
filled it
mold?
with Italian sausage and grilled peppers. Isn't that a great idea?
Isn't that lovely?
And look at this. Take a look at this.
This is actually a pecan coffee cake with amaretto drizzled all over it, and whipped cream inside and peaches.
Now, if you really want to be fancy, take a look at this. This is for those of you who like to put out a gourmet buffet. Now, what's on the bottom of this one?
Well, this is actually a savory bread pudding.
Wow.
made with bagels, no less.
And then on top, you just rolled up lunch meats
Right,
with
yeah,
cheese.
exactly.
It's
I think
beautiful.
it's Canadian bacon and it's asparagus, and
It's
we
gorgeous.
just tubed some cream cheese in there.
Well, somebody is in the audience wants to say hello. Paula. Hi, Paula. How are you?
Fine.
Say hello to Jackie Diaz.
Jackie.
Hello,
I have your
Paula.
cans.
Thank you. Do
And
you
I
have
real-
them?
Yeah, and I really like them. I've done Black Forest cakes,
With
Oh.
what inside?
cherry pie filling.
Oh, yeah.
What else have
That's
you
it.
done?
Just yellow cakes with maybe peach pie filling.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Terrific.
Now, have you served it to friends who go, where did you buy this?
Mm-hmm.
Because they think you couldn't possibly
Right.
make it at
I've
home.
taken it to work before.
Yeah, and what's the reaction been?
Oh, we get a lot of ohs and ahs.
Sort of like that?
Right. And I've done like the shepherd pies with like the ground beef and then
Oh,
the mashed
terrific.
Oh,
potatoes.
that's a nice
Terrific.
idea.
You can do,
Shepherd
yes,
pies are
savory.
great.
You can use one mold. You can use two. You can fill your cakes with everything from, as she says, pie filling to fresh fruit.
Somebody the other day made a cornbread and filled it with a shrimp salsa. You know,
That's a
cut
good
through
idea.
that. I mean, there's no limit to what you could do.
There
with it.
really isn't.
Well, nice talking to you, Paula.
You too.
Thank you, Paula.
Bye-bye. What's in this big, beautiful... Is that a king
Is
cake?
that gorgeous? That's not a king cake. Well, why don't we look
Carve
inside
that
and see
thing
what we
open.
put in here? I just, I think what I put in here was, I took
You
some-
make so many, you
some
don't even know what you
candy.
got in the middle anymore.
I put some candies inside, and this is a watermelon flavored cake.
Oh, look
See
at
how
that.
lovely?
And it's ice cream on the inside?
Yes, absolutely.
And again, folks, remember the cake acts as an insulator, so the ice cream won't melt over a long period of time in the party. Barbara
Exactly.
in Virginia, say hello to Jackie Diaz.
Oh,
Do you?
I'm buying a second set because my daughter keeps borrowing mine.
oh, I've heard
So
that
I'm
before.
going to surprise her with her own set.
There you go. And
I mean,
you know,
it's really bad when you've got to call her and say, look, bring me my pan back.
now tell me, Barbara, what have you put inside what?
I love it with the strawberries.
You like
The
strawberries?
glazed, and I've used the Junior's mousse mixer.
Oh, there you go.
You know, a lot of people, some people have made bread with cheese inside.
Oh, yes.
I haven't done
Absolutely.
Bread with
but,
cheese
The
inside.
ice cream, we've done, put the ice cream in it.
You can do meatloaf with mashed potatoes inside.
We don't do meatloaf in my house. My husband says I make the world's worst meatloaf. I like
Well,
cheese
maybe
with
if you stuffed it with mashed potatoes, you'd go up a couple
Well,
notches.
there you go. Or try the recipe that's in the booklet.
Right. There's a good recipe in here for
I haven't
meatloaf.
seen
You
a good
might.
meatloaf recipe yet. I don't like meatloaf.
All right, we'll give up on the meatloaf. You can make your ice cream cakes. Thanks a lot,
The
Barbara.
pan is fun. It
All right.
really is.
It
Thank
is.
you,
And you know it's
What's
successful.
really neat is when you slice into it and you say, "How did you do that?"
Right.
I had the old checkerboard pan. Remember the one we had years ago?
Yeah.
I had that, and everybody was fascinated with that. But this here's fun.
Well,
And
it's
this is a lot easier to use,
oh, it's a
isn't
lot easier. It's a lot easier. Thanks a lot for calling, Barbara.
Sure enough.
All right, bye-bye.
it? Thank you.
Well, all of these cakes are available. Right, nobody coming down. Nobody said a word. They didn't think I was being truthful. Over 1,200 have been ordered now, K86062. 97,000 have been ordered from QVC, and so many people have them. Easy, versatile, you can dazzle your guests, and it's fun to make personalized creations with it. Thank you. Enjoy that, along with the potato peeler. Well, it seems like this, Now You're Cooking, and this is Jackie Diaz. She's been on Now You're Cooking many times. It's a fun show.
It is a fun show. It's a great time. Absolutely.
Well, we just had two things sell out that were really a lot of fun. We had the potato peeler sell out, we had the fruity sell out. Well, this is probably going to be the next. These are called Coolanique Surprise Inside Food Molds. They're made of really nice, bright, shiny aluminum. You get two of these shaped pans, and we'll tell you why they're shaped that way in a second, for $24.38, along with a great little suggestion book or idea book that comes with it to show you how to use these two things that you're going to get. They're K86062, and they're $24.38. And just to show you what it does, would you cut that cake for me,
I would
Jackie?
be happy to. This is an ice cream cake. No more do you have to worry about serving ice cream cake out in the hot sun, because the cake completely surrounds the ice cream and keeps it insulated.
That's what these two pans will do. They make that. And that's not a purchased cake. Jackie made that. You can make it just as easily as she did or I could. It's really, really easy. Hey, we're still very busy on the phones, but there's still there's room for you to get inside and buy the Quill and Egg Surprise Inside food molds, K86062. Look at that. Now, Jackie, we're going to show a tape. Tell folks what you're doing here.
Well, what we're doing, let's see,
Well, since
it's
they
not
get it
up there yet. What we need to do is prep
There
our
you go.
molds with nonstick cooking spray. We fill the molds with, in this case, I'm filling my cakes with lime
Lime.
sherbet, stack it face to face, hit it with some buttercream, or in this case, some lime glaze, and you're good to go.
And that's how easy it is. And you could put anything inside anything else. You could put mashed potatoes inside a meatloaf.
Right, absolutely.
Or you can use one side, and here we have hash browns that we used in the mold, and inside the hash browns we have scrambled eggs and peppers topped with sausage.
Exactly.
Morning or brunch idea, really cool idea.
Oh, absolutely. You can do savory, you can do
Cut that.
sweets. Oh, isn't this gorgeous?
Yep. What
This is actually a turtle ice cream cake.
Oh, no kidding.
Would you believe? This is to die for.
And you made this
Yes, I made this.
just right here. And look at that. Look what's on the inside.
Is that gorgeous?
Boy, that is really a nice piece of cake. And you know, when you take these someplace, church social, family gathering, a group of friends getting together, and you bring one of these cakes or this is pastini or...
Yes, it's actually pastini with
Pastini.
some Caribbean caviar, I call it, inside.
Right, black bean salsa.
There you
That's
go.
Right. Isn't that beautiful? That's a great little side dish. Or look at down here, all the different ideas we have. Orzo with roasted peppers.
Oh, yes,
Down in the front.
absolutely.
That orzo right there with roasted
Just the
peppers.
natural gluten in the pasta holds it all together. You just
Really
need to use
easy.
that nonstick cooking spray.
Here's another look at some videotape that'll show you how this works. 2438 will bring you two of
Okay,
these.
here's the one we were looking at for before. We just pour in the batter, we bake it, we prepped our molds with that nonstick cooking spray, we bake it, we unmold it. Now this was shot in one take, so you'll see this
Just
cake
slides right
just
out.
plop right out of there, and that's what shape it comes out.
Now you're filling this with strawberries.
Glazed strawberries, fresh
yeah.
glazed strawberries. Everything is nicely chilled. And then all you have to do is just stack one face to face against the other and hit it with some